This is another Turbine Guy Network special investigative report. Folks, Turbine Guy coming back at you up in front of Orono City Hall yet again. And today I'm up here because of Councilman Crosby and some sort of bizarre rant he went off on during the last council meeting, during the Mayor Council Report, which is at the end of the meeting after public comments. Now, this Mayor Council Report is for the members of the council to bring to the forefront any issues they see within the city that need to be done and dealt with within the city. But that's not how Crosby went off. Crosby went off specifically calling the U.S. Department of Justice crooked, rambled and rambled on about the next election, Trump and Biden.
The crooked Department of Justice is going after the next president of the United States, but there's no discussion on his friend Joe Biden.
Crosby then goes on to lament that a certain member of the public's modus operandi is to slander him, among other things, and the very next thing Crosby does is slander the member of the public.
Councilmember Crosby.
I'm going to comment on some of his comments. It's my time to talk, so I might as well. He discusses free speech, and we can have free speech, but his free speech is slander because his profession for hating Nazis, he's turned himself into one. So he goes, no, this is my time. I'm going to talk.
Wow. Can you believe that? That statement was so obscene that the rest of the council, except of course for Walsh, was ducking and running for cover and trying to shut Crosby up. But Crosby would have none of that. He had to have his say. Let's hear it again.
Because his profession for hating Nazis, he's turned himself into one. So he goes, no, this is my time. I'm going to talk.
You believe that? Crosby, using the dais, representing all of us from Orono, calling the grandson of a Holocaust survivor a Nazi. Yes, he actually called him a Nazi in public for all to see. I have to say, I am very disappointed that any member of my council would stoop to that level themselves, to use that position of power to berate and condescend to others when they're supposed to be there to represent us. It is not a national stage item when you're a council member for the city of Orono. The elections are irrelevant. The DOJ is irrelevant. National politics, everything, all that's irrelevant, but not to Crosby. Now, you have to remember, Crosby, the person who openly crowdfunded for a Proud Boy member who was injured attacking a black man, is the one calling someone else a Nazi. That is 100% absolutely the pot calling the kettle black. And once again, I have to ask, what does Stiefel think? That one of their representatives is out in public in a position of authority, such as a councilman, and is calling members of the public Nazis. Not just Stiefel. I ask you, people of Orono, is that who you want representing you up here? Someone who would be so obscene and offensive? Call people a Nazi for no reason? Call someone whose grandfather was persecuted by the Nazis a Nazi? Well, that is beneath the council level position. And you know what? It's time for the council members up here who were taken aback by Crosby to stand up and do something about it. Let's have you guys censure the guy, maybe demand that he resign and move on, because we just do not need this kind of hate sitting up there representing us, the people. And the only way they're going to do that is if you start contacting them up here at City Hall and tell them, you know what? It's time to stand up. Well, this is my contact to all the council members. Stand up, do the right thing. Because you know what? People are watching, people can see it, and this is so unbecoming of Orono to have one of our elected representatives actually act like that when they're up there representing us. Turbine Guy, signing off.